Well, here's a brand I haven't had on the channel in a while. A Cjrb. Man, it feels like a really small knife, but let's check it out. What do we got here? This just gives me numbers. A J1917 NTG. Man, let's get it out of here. We'll see what's what. I'm going to use my Gerber. Man, look at this thing. It turned out pretty good. Oh, is it sharp? Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but it just ripped right through that lid. Ooh. Calm down, man. Yeah, this thing. Oh, did it get stupid sharp. Yep. I'm trying to figure out how to do that convex Scandi grind. I'm not quite able to do it yet. I could do a flat Scandi grind, but I want to do a convex Scandi. All right. Look at this. Look at this little piece. Very cool. All right. Let's get rid of all this. I might have to look up the name because there's nothing on the box. It's got this jade G10 that's translucent. I can see the skeletonizing on the liner, the steel liner inside there. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, you can see it through there. Nice, smooth, natural G10. Man, let's look at this blade. Oh, wow, is that nice. Is there a name? Nope, just those numbers. All right, I'm going to look it up. Let's run this action a few times, though. You already know what it is. It's on the name of the video. The only one that doesn't know right now is me. What a neat little penknife. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a penknife. Pretty decent action. Blade centered. Very snappy. Lockup appears to be 40% on that liner. Little belly on that blade. I mean, all right, I got to get a name. It's driving me nuts. This is the Cjrb Ria, RIAE, and it's in 12C27 steel. Yeah. And, I mean, it's tiny, but I don't hate a tiny knife. If it's done well, you know what I mean? If it's done right. This thing's pretty cool. It's got to be on bearings. So smooth. Let me look at that lockup and then we're going to get in it. Just inside. Okay. Man, let's get in this thing. I noticed that my screws are opposite of what I would like. We'll ponder that further as we go. It's got two T8s that hold the whole show together. Yep. Wow. That's some of the nicest liner that I've seen on any knife ever. Beautiful polish and clean. Normally, I mean, they're dirty or something, you know what I mean? Like they got something going on. So it's got a captured pivot that's captured in this bottom one, but I'm pretty sure I could just come down through the top, go the other route with it. Yeah, of course I can. So we'll put it back together the other way, pressing this down on top of everything. And I'm assuming, yeah, that's like a little lanyard hole. Okay. I mean, nothing's really dirty in here. Everything was immaculate. I mean, the only fingerprints it has are the ones that I put on it. What a nice little, so far. I mean, the preliminary on it is, this thing's pretty solidly Nice. Executive penknife. That jade will take a dye really easily. So this thing could be a deep jade green. It could be brown. It could be red, purple. Pretty sure I could get it yellow. Blade. Nice, thin. Oh, that blade is so light. Wonderful. I mean, everything's solid, good quality stuff. It's all small. All right. I mean, did I wipe this off? Okay. I'll wipe that again before I wrap up. Just to get these final fingerprints out of there. I'm going to use this right here. I think I could put it together without putting a bunch of fingerprints on it. Man, is this thing cool. Good looking. Let me look at this real. Oh, yeah, wow. Well, that's certainly affecting our action there. It has a lot of detent put on it. So I think I'm gonna take advantage of that. Let me check this pocket clip real quick. I mean, it's got decent enough tension for what it is. I mean, tiny little executive pocket knife, you know. And I'm going to put this spacer on the bottom so that truly everything's coming up or coming down onto the knife. Except that's a T8, I remember. Ugh. Patience. There we go. The pivot back in there. A little lanyard pivot. Give it a nice, get all these little fingerprints out of here. You look in there, you just see shiny. I could put the blade on. Gonna put the bearing on. Gonna oil that bearing, and I'm gonna put just the tiniest little bit where that detent ball runs. Now I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. Yeah, this is way over there. There, I took a little bit out of it. I'm not gonna take no more, because I still want it to be snappy. I just think it can be a little smoother. I'm kind of excited to see what's going on with this action. Tweaked it a little bit. I think I'm too tight. Yeah, it's got a little wiggle right there. There it is. Pretty smooth. Okay. Make sure I don't have any play. Nope. Solid. All right. It's a cute little bugger. Look at it. Come on, man. Let's get rid of all this stuff. All right. Let's grade that action. I mean, one little shake, it almost falls shut now. It's very nice. That thumb stud rockets that blade out there. Very confident. I mean, as long as you go forward with the thumb, that blade's coming out of there. I mean, it's almost assisted. Like once it releases it, that detent's running really nice. Yeah, it's almost drop shut now. I mean, I'm going to give that high B marks, low A marks, right in that, right in that standard better than normal range, right? It's not average. It's pretty darn good. Ergonomics. So for what it is, a little penknife, man, it's very comfortable. The pocket clip disappears. It tucks right up in there. It is not a confident grip. It's short of being confident. If you stab with this going forward, you catch resistance. There's a really good chance your fingers will come up and over the hump of that blade. And that's not a good thing. The scales are kind of shadow boxed. You can see the steel liner, the shiny steel liner around it. It's pretty good. Lots of milling, so the knife is very lightweight. Like this would just disappear in your pocket. Speaking of the pocket, let's check that clip. It may need a little tension put on it, but then again, it's such a lightweight knife. How much tension does it really need? Yeah, I mean, it runs perfect on the thick stuff. And it's got a fair amount of tension there. Same here. It's a little light on the tension department, though. So much so that I'm going to fix it real quick. Yeah, and I knew it. I should have done it when I had it off. Because I snapped it and I was like, it feels a little soft. But that's all right, man. We'll just keep it rolling. And I don't show it every time. So I'll show it this time, what I'm going to do to tighten that up. I'm just going to take my pliers and I'm going to put a towel in it to protect that clip so that it doesn't get marred up. And I'm going to put it in like so. Make sure I'm centered. And I'm going to squeeze those together, closing that gap. And by closing that gap, when I mount it, it's going to add a ton of spring tension to that clip. It's going to press it down into the scale more. And it's recessed into that G10. It's got straight lines, 3 straight lines. So as long as these screws stay tight, this clip should be fine. Should never waller out or have any problems with it. It's a good time to mention when adjusting a clip like that, it's always, I think, a good practice then to put the back screw in first, because the back screw is closer and it'll bite. And so you're not running the risk of stripping out a thread on that front one. Get the back one started and then do the front one. Let's see what happened here. Oh, a ton more tension. Yeah, it's a dryer clip on the thick stuff now. And it's a dryer clip here as well. Once in pocket, this thing, you could tumble around, you reach back, that knife's going to be there. It's got excellent retention. And I think it would hold well in a pair of dress slacks, you know, suit pants or dress slacks, whatever. So, yeah, pretty nice on that pocket clip. Let's check the safety. Can I make contact anywhere here? Yeah, no contact with the tip. The clip's good. And then no incidental contact with the blade through the scales. Wonderful. Wonder if it's sharp. Yeah, I mean, out of the box, it's razor blade sharp. Wicked, clean sharp. Clean cut through that thin paper. Just smooth and slid right through it. Very nice. I mean, listen, even the CJRB, the logo, very subdued on the backside of the blade. Very clean look. The shiny chrome, chrome finish against that jade. I mean, it's classy. It's a classy looking, little classy penknife. I dig it, man. Pretty cool. Price and availability. Okay. You're anywhere from $30 to $50 range, depending on handle material. So I think they have some micarta, maybe carbon fiber, that throw it up to that $50 range. But I'm finding a lot of these in different places for like $30. Could you buy one on the secondary market a little cheaper? Somebody trying to unload one? Yeah, probably, if you're patient. But I think that's a true statement with any knife. I mean, if you're patient and willing to hunt one down, can you find one that's, somebody like me bought it, checked it out, and then is going to purge it out? Could you pick it up for a little bit less than retail? Maybe. I mean, but what's 10% of $30? It's $3. So, I mean, so if it's selling for $34, I mean, you could expect to pay $30 or $31. That's 10% off. How much margin do you think is in a knife like that? I mean, if they're selling it for $35, you think they make $100? I mean, my guess is that there's $5 or $6 worth of profit in a knife like this. And so if you give up three of that, I mean, you're going through a lot of work to make $3 or $5. I mean, there's just not a lot of room in a knife like this. But I don't know. The big question is for 12CR, come on, show it. See it? 12C27 steel, JG10. I mean, the overall action, the ergonomics, is this worth $30? I mean, I'd probably say if you're looking for this size of a knife, for a little executive knife, something that's clean lined, it's not robust, just a little pen knife that, I mean, it's a handful, razor sharp. If you're looking for that kind of knife, it's definitely worth $30. Now, if you got $30 to spend and you're thinking about a pocket knife, I mean, you got to ask yourself, are you you going to use it? Are you actually going to cut it? Like, if you're going to cut open bags of concrete, this ain't for that, man. Right? I mean, I guess it could be. I think you know what I'm saying. Hey, pretty cool little knife, Cjrb Ria. I appreciate y'all checking it out with me.